and welcome to Springing Up. This is Sarah Webb, Community Engagement Librarian with the Clark County Public Library, and we are going to discover what's springing up in Springfield and Clark County. Can you guess where we might be exploring today? That's right, we're going to go see some local community gardens, and you'll get to know some amazing organizations that are growing great things right here in your community. Ready? Let's go! Hello everyone, I'm here with the folks of Green Environmental Outreach. With me is President of GEO, General Moore, as well as local surgeon Dr. Surrender Niravetla. So welcome all. Thanks for having me today. Just wanted to get some information about Green Environmental Outreach and how it got started.
Yeah, so we started as a community garden out of the hearts of our founder and CEO, Kenneth and his wife. And we just saw a need for fresh produce in our communities. Typically, some of these communities are underserved. We lost the Krogers on the south side, so a lot of people lost the access of getting fresh, nutritious food. And so part of our programming was to start community gardens to help feed those communities and also bring programming to the area.
Wonderful, wonderful. So how is the garden organized right now?
So right now we have a 2-acre garden, and then we have a MOTA-owned lot. So essentially we have our food produce, and then we're creating beds. So we've been creating programs just to get our garden up and running and getting brush and things cleaned up. So we've been doing a lot of community development as well. So just cleaning up the area, picking up trash, cutting the lawn, just making the space look presentable. And then we have our lot with our food, and then we're going to do a big, our plan is to do a big food forest on our 2-acre lot. So that's part of the process, and we're just beginning.
Wow, wow. So what are some of the new features that you're trying out this year?
So some of the new features are reaching out to more community members, so community outreach, thinking of ideas and strategies to bring the community into the garden to use it. So while our executive members aren't attending to the garden, we want people from the community to take over the garden and use it as their own. So whether somebody takes a bed and grows their fruit and vegetables, so really just getting that information, education, so social media, Facebook, Instagram, and things of that nature. So just getting the word out and being present there. So when the community sees us working and doing the work, that gets people interested. People look at us, see us doing the work, and they come and help.
Wow, wow, that's great. That's great. So what kind of activities or programs do you have at your site?
So right now we have community cleanups.
Okay.
So we typically do those weekly or bi-weekly. We have our planning and gardening. So a couple weeks ago we built our beds, so our high-raised beds so animals don't get into our food. Also mixing the dirt, moving the dirt around, so kind of like community fellowship. And then last week we had our shed for our tools brought to our site. That was, I forget what was the name of the community? CTC.
Oh, great.
And so they built us a nice big shed to house all of our equipment. So we put that on the lot last week. So everything is happening incrementally, but it's been a great amount of support from the community overall.
Wow. So you've been around for just a few years now?
Yeah, we're still a fairly new organization in terms of nonprofit, so we're just really getting started and getting the word out to let people know that we even exist, right? Because a lot of it is like people will see us doing things, but how do we know you exist if we don't, put it out there, speak to it on social media, do interviews like this as well. So just getting the opinions of the community, what they want for the lot too, what's going to best serve them. So it's a process.
Excellent, excellent. And you have Dr. Niravetla here as a lovely partner with GEO. Dr. Niravetla, can you tell us how gardening affects health conditions?
So not eating healthy food and eating junk food all the time is a major contributor for all kinds of health problems. And this corner of town is of course 05 and 06. And I've been a Springfield resident for almost 4 decades now. And I've been a surgeon in this area. And every one of us know that health problems in this area are worse than every other part of the town. And the reason for that is we call this area healthcare desert and food desert. Healthcare desert because healthcare all that around us is not quite reaching the depths of this community, and the people who are really living in that part of the community also not accessing the available health sources. There's a disconnect. So I've been engaged in building that gap through minority health fairs in the neighborhood for a while, and how connected with these gentlemen as an extension of that, because the next step is the food desert. There's no good, healthy food available to the people of this area. And they lost the Kroger just now, the only healthy grocery store. So it was not my idea, but this is Mr. Moore and Ken's idea, that we should figure out a way to engage the local citizens to participate in building their own kitchen garden, so to speak, in lots that are unoccupied and trashed. And that's how our missions merged, and that's where we are now.
Wonderful, wonderful. So it's really kind of a holistic thing that you're doing with, like you said, not just the food deserts, but the healthcare deserts.
Yes.
And promoting that as well, which I think is wonderful. That's great. So what are your future plans for GEO and the community development that you're doing?
So our future plans are to get the data, right? We want to know what's impacting the community, what foods they like. Since this is a holistic thing, we want to get people access to healthcare, quality healthcare. A lot of times when you go to these communities, there is a disconnect, whether it's education. So a lot of people may miss checkups because they don't have insurance or different things of that nature. So we want to bring the whole system to our community, whether it's bringing Dr. Narabella or other doctors to our community to help assist with some of these issues and help prevent issues. And so essentially just getting the word out, educating, growing good food, career opportunities. So we're working with different organizations to bring kids and young adults into our organization to give them job opportunities, career advancement. So we have a lot of opportunities and ideas, but it's really about the process of getting, the first thing done, and that's our garden, and the word out to, the community that we exist, so we can help as many people as possible as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. Speaking of organizations, what are some of the groups or organizations that you partner with?
Yeah, so we partnered with the United Way, SOUP, which is doing great work, and they're right in line with what we're doing. And so we've actually been able to get some plants for our garden from them. We've helped them a couple times with different projects. We have a porch garden delivery that we're doing in a couple of weeks. We've worked with the Gammon House. Continue to work with them. We'll be at their Juneteenth event.
Nice.
So come out and support us there. We'll have some information. Clark County, Cohatch. So there's a lot of different organizations. Clark County Health, Dr. Narabella, obviously. And so there's a list of people that we're really partnering with. And we want to do it collectively. We don't want to do everything by ourselves. So we want to take our strengths and partner with other organizations' strengths and help our community the best way we can.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Great, great. So just one last question. How can the community support your work? How can they get more information about green environmental outreach?
Yeah, so if you want more information, you can follow us on our website, geononprofit.org. So that's where most of our information will be housed. We have a GoFundMe up, so if you go to our website, if you want to donate, we are a 501c3 nonprofit, so all donations will be tax deductible. And you can go to our website, geononprofit.org, and click on the link to take you to our GoFundMe. You can also follow us on social media, so Instagram at Geo Nonprofit, and on Facebook, Geo Nonprofit as well, is where we'll be posting a lot of our events, updates, volunteer opportunities, and things of that nature. So pretty much social media, and then we'll be posting stuff around town. So now we're in Cohatch, we'll be able to deliver some hard copies of our information. So just look around town or contact us directly through our social media.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thanks so much, Gerald and Dr. Narabella, for having me here today and sharing all the incredible work that is happening with the Green Environmental Outreach. And now here's a special presentation from local Girl Scout Molly Hensel, who is in the 7th grade getting her Silver Award on the importance of pollinators in the garden. Wow, there is so much inspiring work happening at these community gardens. Here's a sampling of blooming books at your library to help keep your inspiration growing. If you have any questions about what we shared today, feel free to shoot me an email at sweb@ccplohio.org. Also, don't forget to check the library's website to see more of our original online programs just like this one. Thanks for watching. See you next time.